Hello again. It is Thursday. It is the day you see my face. I have a lot of stuff to do today, slash talk about today, slash coffee to drink today, so I think we should get going. Thank you to Jenna for telling me that my video was really good. I got really excited. Yeah, it was just really nice and I'm glad you liked it. I wish you very good luck in the Drowsy Chaperone. It's a really fun show to do. If you need help learning Toledo Surprise, I can definitely help you out there. And I hope you get drowsy, because then you get to be in that scene and it'd be like we were in the scene together, because I was a geisha. Lisa Ann, you hit on one of my favorite topics. I love audiobooks, and so hearing that was really nice. I'm glad I have a audiobookish voice. Well, that probably ruined it. What Laura made up for us this week, and we talk about our favorite books. It's gonna take a while, guys, but I have something to go along with it. There, yeah. Alright, so one of my first favorite books is Catcher in the Rye, for the angsty teenager in all of us. Funny story about this book, I actually took it out from the library last summer for my drive down to South Carolina with my family. Oh, yeah. We stopped over in Baltimore for the night, and I had this book out because I was reading it, and it was on my nightstand, and we left really early in the morning. I'm talking like 5 o'clock in the morning, and lo and behold, I left my library copy of Catcher in the Rye there. What ended up happening, my father made a U-turn through 4 lanes of traffic on the highway to turn around and go get my book. So I've since bought another copy, and I like this cover better because it has the carousel horses on it, and I think that's in the red from his hunting hat, and yeah, you get the point. Don't we all? This is in no order, by the way. My next favorite book is this book that I read over the summer. It's Possible Side Effects by Augustin Burroughs. I knew he was the author of Running with Scissors, but I have never read anything by him before, and he made up my favorite quote that I used as my junior year biography quote, which was, "I myself am made entirely of flaws stitched together with good intentions," which I think is perfect for the human race as a whole, not just for me. I highly would recommend this book because he has a brilliant mind. Next up is It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. I adore Ned Vizzini. I love how he writes. He makes me laugh while simultaneously making me love his characters. I love Noelle so much in this book. She kind of reminds me of myself, except I could never be that sassy and badass and fearless as she. She's the me I would like to be, minus the cuts all over the face. It kind of reminds me, I'm taking a sociology class right now, and it reminds me of interactionist perspective, which means you to get to know a society, you involve yourself directly in it. You put yourself directly in that situation. And if you read the back of the book, Ned Vizzini actually spent 5 days in the adult psychiatric ward in New York at Methodist Hospital, which I think is a great basis for a novel. I've read Be More Chill by him, and I'm also reading Teen Angst, which is sort of like a collection from his teenage years, and I really like it. Next on the list, Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yes, Lisa Ann, I have indeed read Perks of Being a Wallflower. You can see how many times I've read it by look at the binding, and the front has a pen on it because I used to just carry it with me. I love this book. Every time I read it, I discover something new about Charlie as a character, and oh, such a beautiful book. He kind of reminds me of Forrest Gump in a way, and this might be because I'm on the sociology frame of mind, because we just watched that in class, and we had to talk about his sociological imagination. Charlie reminds me a lot of Forrest Gump, not because he's dumb, neither is Forrest, but he is very naive, I think. I'm not going to give it away, what you realize at the end, but he takes it with so much love. Forrest, he's so willing to do anything for anyone. He doesn't realize that what he's doing, he just goes along with it. He has his life experiences by saying, okay, whatever, I'll do what you want. And Charlie, he thinks that other people are always right, clearly. So, I don't know, this book holds such a special place in my heart. Muggle friendships don't understand. Of course, there has to be a Harry Potter book on here, and I chose Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I used to say Half-Blood Prince was my favorite Harry Potter book, but I don't know. You have to see this. Like, you might kill me, but look at the love. This book is so worn. Like, oh, I brought it to the beach with me once, and it just did not agree with the air. Did you hear that crack? That was so beautiful. Oh, it's not going to do it again. I think it shows my relationship with Harry as well loved. Of course I do. So next up is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Oh my gosh, if I could marry a book, I am fairly certain this would be in the top 5. It is adorable and charming, and it takes place in a French boarding school, and I have things both about France and about boarding schools and about boys named Etienne Sinclair. Read it. Guys, I don't think I can do the shirt switching thing anymore. The Realm of Possibility by David Levithan. Oh, and then when my blue moods threaten to turn black, he will show up and tell me my moods are azure, indigo, cerulean, cobalt, periwinkle, and suddenly the blue will not seem so dark, more like the color of a new bright sky. He brings the sun. I actually am writing my college essay about this book. I read Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, a book he wrote with Rachel Cohn, before I started reading John Green books. When David Levithan and John Green wrote Will Grayson, Will Grayson, I died, and I was privileged enough to meet them both, and they both signed my book, and it was one of the best days of my life. And the Princess Diaries series is like my comfort blanket in book form. I love Meg Cabot, and I love Mia Thermopolis. The movies do not do them justice at all. Mia is me. Like, she freaks out about everything. She writes in all caps. She uses excessive punctuation. Take at least one with me every time I go somewhere. Or, not somewhere, like every time I go on vacation or something, I will pack one of these books. And last but not least, and this will be no surprise, Paper Towns by John Green is my ultimate favorite book. It has my favorite theme of any book I've ever read, imagining people complexly. I guess I just like hearted posts. Oh, what a dork. I adore this book. I've read it more times than I can count since it came out. Books, you hold such a special place in my heart. So that's all for me today. I hope that I didn't stumble over my words too much because the other girls are so eloquent and I say and fidget a lot. I have to go memorize a sonnet and make a PowerPoint and make some sort of artistic thing. Bye guys.